Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. Teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Now McCarthy. And this nearly an interception right off the bat. An early crisis averted as that winds up incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. McCarthy operating from the gun. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Buying time to his left. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
Volunteer.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
What is up?
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
LeBron, slam left. Go, watch right.
They stay on the ground on 1st for Johnson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Williams. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have struck first in this NFC title game. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Jalen Naylor on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Again, it's Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Here's Williams. To the left side, he's got his tight end, Loveland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And even 50 receiving yards for him now in this first quarter alone, and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich,
Vegas! Let it run.
To the air, Williams. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Tackle. Let it run.
To throw, Williams. Pass caught right side by Loveland. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 6-0 our score after one.
First down. First and 10.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Fights through a little crease. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at him, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
To the air with McCarthy. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is McCarthy. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to...
Touchdown, Chicago! Colston Loveland with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Shotgun to give to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Third and 2. They get this out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are back within a score. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, 75 yards. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip. Through the end zone for a touchback here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw McCarthy. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Pass tape. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits. Not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore, 50 yards. And the Bears continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 6. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And a to be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
To the air again, McCarthy. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. A final shot before break. Williams. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Oh, a solid stiff arm in some open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready, up. Watch out.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. To throw, it's Williams. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Connection with Walker going across the formation. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play,
and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ty Davis-Price, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now McCarthy. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Donald Parham from 4 yards out. And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Here's McCarthy. Completes this to Addison out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's down the field for Jefferson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Throwing is Williams. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jonathan Grenard. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Back to throw. Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
3rd down and 13. Looking to throw. Williams. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. McCarthy is set to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Up the middle, Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. He'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. That pass complete to Moore. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Here's Williams. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To the air, Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw once more, here's Williams. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
The 38-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Williams. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll go. Here's Williams. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
At the 19-yard line.
Throwing again here, Williams. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
these guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll find Swift out in the backfield. Touchdown, Bears! DeAndre Swift, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
In motion right is Addison. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To the air with McCarthy. That's to the left side where he's got Miller. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. McCarthy going to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Oliver from a yard out. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
To throw, it's Williams. Walker with a grab, left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's good for another Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll look middle here and get it to a Dune zone. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Williams. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cole Kmet. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are able to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Vikings 28. Cairo Santos picking off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's McCarthy.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot is NFC champions. Oh, so close as they try to finish this one off. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they get to hoist the Halas trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Halas, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.